Today, my dad's gonna show us how a master chef turns green beans into a gourmet meal.
干煸四季豆
Deep fried green beans. We'll show you how to create the signature crispy, blistered green beans, paired with the juiciest bites of minced pork. Keep watching to learn how you can get this restaurant quality dish right at home.
Cheers!
We'll start by preparing the green beans.
首先咧，將啲四季豆切咗先，然後好似拍齊佢，切咗個尾嘅尖先，嗱，切咗佢，
First, we'll trim off both ends of the green beans.
入呢個刀拍齊佢，切咗個頂嗰度，呢個唔要。中間咧就切咗兩下，樣你可以又係一條條咁樣搣，亦都冇問題嗱，亦可以咁樣搣。
We'll trim and cut the rest of the green beans.
點解叫四季豆啊？
即係話啲四季豆咧，一年四季都可以種得到，所以叫四季豆，成年都有。我哋講咧有人叫豆仔。
In English, green beans are also called string beans because long ago they used to have a thick, fibrous string that ran along the seam of the pod, which has since been bred out. They're similar, but not the same as Chinese long beans or asparagus beans, which are about 1.5 feet long and are also common in Chinese cuisine. My dad actually prefers the common green bean for its ease of preparation and availability at most grocery stores, like Costco.
Okay, how do you pick good green beans?
揀啲豆仔咧唔好太老嘅，即係太 O 嗰啲，就入邊嗰粒核咧唔好咁大粒嘅，脹起嚟嗰啲咧，一個你睇到粒豆喺入邊嗰啲咧，咁嗰啲就老豆啦。你睇個豆，睇到個豆仔屙落係咁樣平嘅，
長同埋短有冇所謂啊？
啊冇問，
長短唔係大問題，長短就唔係大問題，主要就係老唔老。
In addition, my parents also look for green beans that are more vividly green and ones that are crisp enough to snap if you bend them in half.
除咗之後咧，洋葱應該開始咁上下就夠噶啦，我哋切絲
We'll slice the red onion into thin strips with the grain.
裝喺度，
Then we'll repeat with the white onion.
有白洋葱。 今日做視頻咧，我就用嗰啲 colour 喺度嚇，我有咩紅青紅亮啲，呢個咧紅椒嚟嘅，切咗個釘先。
With the chili pepper, we'll cut off the stem, then chop in half lengthwise.
呢個核唔要，
We'll scrape out any seeds and pith, then cut into thin strips.
切一條條，一絲就係切絲啊。
If you want to learn how to cut twice as fast and prevent injuries, we have a free 6-minute video lesson for you. Click the link in our description or scan the QR code to access it for free. We'll finish cutting the chili pepper into thin strips.
嗱，擺埋呢度得㗎啦。好啦，蒜頭咧用4粒，咁下佢。
With the garlic, we'll first smash and peel them.
嗱，切咗個頂唔要，
Then cut off the hard end parts.
拍一拍佢，咁先至切啊。
Then we'll roughly mince the garlic.
就咁得啦，唔需要切到好碎。
After preparing all the veggies, let's move on to the pork.
有豬肉，嗱嗰啲係膊頭肉嚟嘅，我哋咧就剁碎嘅。嗱，當然如果你唔想剁碎啲豬肉嚟咗，你可以喺 market 有啲用搞好細㗎，一包包嗰啲攪爛好細㗎。我首先咧切片先，
We'll first cut 4 ounces of pork into thin slices.
可唔可以用五花肉啊？
得可以五花肉，有少少肥好啲，炒呢個四季豆。當然你係唔想肥肉㗎，你咪用啲瘦嘅翼都冇乜問題。蔬菜如果你唔俾肉㗎，咪就咁啦，加油蘑菇上去就 OK 啦。好啦，從之後咧，我哋剁碎佢。
Now we'll chop roughly all the way across the slices.
然之後咧就咁。
Then we'll rotate the cleaver 90 degrees to chop perpendicularly. Then fold over half of the pork onto itself.
嗱咁啊碎啦，係嘛？嗱再
Then repeat the process of chopping in multiple directions to mince the meat.
咁樣斬完就咁樣出嚟，咁樣咧佢咪可以剁碎啲咯。如果單純係一直咁樣咁咪長咯。你一定係咁樣整嘅，咁樣橫豎咁剁咧，佢先至變成肉碎。呢個裝喺佢。
We'll set the minced pork aside and create the sauce.
購埋個 sauce 咧，我哋咧就用一個湯匙嘅生抽，一湯匙蠔油，酒咧就俾2個茶匙夠啦。老抽啊就俾個茶匙可惜，糖啊就俾2個茶匙可，鹽咧就俾半個茶匙就好啦。因為有呢度好多啲 sauce 喺度，生抽同埋呢個蠔油喺度。
加生粉啊！
我要最尾睇下佢有冇幾多汁。 如果冇汁咧，我就唔使用生粉；如果有少少汁喺度咧，我就加唔多啲生粉上去。呢個生粉我就而家未決定俾唔俾。
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlau.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home.
材料備好咗，而家就開始煮四季豆啦。所以開個最大火。
We'll heat the wok on high.
咁點都好咧，你做四季豆咧，你想佢靚好食好咩食咧？炸就最好嘅，最好食嘅。所以人中意話餐館食嗰啲四季豆咁好食，炸。
Our dish today is called 干煸四季豆 in Cantonese, but it's originally a Sichuanese dish. 干煸refers to a popular Sichuan and Chinese restaurant technique where we first deep fry the beans to reduce moisture for a crispy, wrinkly texture, then stir fry it with other ingredients. My dad's version is a milder version of the Sichuan dish, more suited for our Cantonese palates. If you don't like deep frying or want more of the Sichuan spices and fermented flavors, check out Kenji Lopez Alt's version where he uses a broiler to cook the beans, or the Walks of Life version where they dry sear the beans in a wok without any oil. Or check out my dad's other green beans recipe where we blanch the beans before stir frying for a quick and easy weeknight dish.
而家開始個鑊已經燒有變得有啲煙出嚟啦。如果落油，我今日喺度落10個安士嘅油嚟炸四季豆。啲油咧，你用完咧，可能煮其他嘢食都得㗎。唔會嘥咗，唔會掉咗嘅喎。如果你只不過你要裝好佢，凍咗裝好之後咧，仲可以愛嚟炒嘢。我哋因為啲油呢個邊嚟上去。
Spreading the oil up the sides of the wok will prevent any food from sticking to it.
300度嘅油溫咧，你就好易炸得㗎啦。
Once the oil is at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, we can add the green beans. But first, a tip about frying.
啲豆咧，我話俾大家聽，俾落去之前咧，一定係俾佢乾布飲咗乾佢，即係冇濕啲豆，咁擺落去咧，佢就唔會射啲油唔會射上嚟。先炸一半先，咁都唔會整隻手咯，係嘛？擺落去，好個中火得啦。
We'll mix the green beans around in the oil gently.
大概炸2-3分鐘啦，有啲炸到啲豆咧稠皮，咁就得啦。再搞佢，炸嘅好處就將啲豆入邊嘅水分吸出嚟，咁炒起上嚟咧佢就會脆。如果你油溫太高佢啊，就一炸到面上咧就燶咗，入邊嗰啲水分就唔會扯得到出嚟嘅。所以油溫一定唔可以太高。嗱，睇到啦，啲豆開始稠皮，係。
After 2 to 3 minutes of frying the beans, or when they start to get wrinkly, we can take them out.
好，得啦。嗱，睇到個面上係稠皮嘅，係咪？
We'll repeat with the second batch of beans.
啲豆已經熟㗎啦，炒嘅時候咧就係咁樣叮啲味，調好啲味料，炒香佢就得㗎啦。
After 2 to 3 minutes of frying this batch, we'll take them out.
好啦，得啦，關火。
Then we can set them aside to let the excess oil drip off.
好，將啲油倒起先。
Now pour out the frying oil.
嗱，啲油仲好靚㗎。
After wiping off any oil on the sides, we can use the wok to stir fry.
而家咧就再開大火。
As always, we'll heat the wok on high.
就落少少油先落去先，啲油就好靚啊嗱。
We'll add a tablespoon of the oil we just used, then spread it around the wok.
將啲肉倒落去。
Now we'll add the minced pork.
開慢火，咁慢慢將啲肉炒香先。你等佢底下熟咗，咁啊唔會黐鑊咯。你即刻炒佢咧，即刻炒嘅時候咧，佢咪黐鑊咯。
Jason from the CANTO Cooking Club asks, what are some alternatives for a less oily option?
你想冇咁多油咧，你又唔好落油。炸嘅時候咧，有啲油喺啲豆嗰度，炒香嗰啲肉嗰時咧，又有啲油喺佢底下。一係你就唔好落肉，或者你係一下就落晒嗰啲安樂瘦肉。
上次有嗰啲做呢個視頻都係四季豆
係佢又唔係乾煸四季豆，叫做乾炒四季豆。我上次乾炒咧，我就飛個水飛腍咗，我先至再炒，就冇落汁嘅，就咁炒，叫佢哋乾炒。
We'll stir fry just the pork for about a minute and a half.
啲肉咪散啦，係嘛？啲肉咪一粒粒喺度咯，係嘛？剪開佢咯，係咪？差唔多啦，俾啲蒜頭上去，落香蒜頭啫。蒜頭咧就唔好猛火啊，猛火就一下就燒燶咗啦嘛，蒜頭啦。
We'll stir fry the garlic for about a minute.
好啦，啲洋葱落去，唔好俾滯，佢收尾俾落去有啲。好啦，炒香佢。
After stir-frying the onions and pepper for 30 to 40 seconds, we can add the green beans.
而家咧就可以俾啲豆上啊，開猛火先。好啦，而家炒啦。
We'll stir-fry the green beans for about 1 minute, mixing constantly.
個鑊睇咧是鏟到底，唔可以鏟一半，喺鏟到底咁反，炒呢度邊翻呢度嚟，喺呢度翻呢度去，喺呢度後邊就翻返前邊嚟，咁樣做，喺個邊就嚟少少酒上去。
We'll splash in about a tablespoon of cooking wine.
唔使炒四個豆唔好啊，唔使炒啊。之後咧，頭先搞好啲味落嚟，啊，俾佢落嚟，或者頭時候咧就唔使先俾晒落去先，炒住佢先。
How do you prevent it from being soggy?
因為藍啤啤咧，如果係炸過出嚟炒咧，就唔會藍啤啤。除非炸過之後，你再俾啲水煮，佢就藍啤啤。
After seeing how much sauce there is, my dad adds some cornstarch slurry.
一個茶匙水，半個茶匙嘅生粉。而佢有汁嘅話，就要俾啲唔多生粉上去啦。佢要倒埋落去。
After stir-frying the rest of the onions and pepper for a final 20 to 30 seconds, we're done and we can turn off the heat.
好，新火，睇下先，睇下你嘅味道夠唔夠？你試下。係咪爽口啊？
Once it passes the taste test, we can plate it all and serve it to our hungry family.
好啦，朋友們，乾煸四季豆炒好咗，希望大家中意啊！紅弟妹妹，落嚟吃四季豆。
Oh, I like those crunchy bits of pork.
Oh yeah, the pork is good.
So good.
I don't think that.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our wok stars and all of our chefs in the CANTO Cooking Club.